Hello Kevin, Jane Diggle from BBC. Hi. You were very, very young when Scotland was last in a major tournament, so obviously you'll have no memories of France '98, but I would imagine you'll remember the hurt and the pain and years of not qualifying.
Yeah, definitely. I think for especially the players we've had over the past 23 years, it's been a shame we've not been able to qualify, but we've got a great group here and a really, really strong squad, and we've managed to go and do that, and it's about putting a marker down now.
Obviously you arrived last night. Can you just kind of describe what the feeling's like at the moment in amongst the squad?
Yeah, the camp's in a very good place now. We had 2 days back home. We came in, we got tested right away and sent to our rooms, and thankfully everybody's negative. So yeah, the camp's very good now. The morale's up. We trained this morning and we're in very high spirits.
There were a few question marks over the camp being in England, not in Scotland, but that doesn't make any difference, does it, I would imagine?
No, not at all. I think if you look at the facilities here, they're top draw. But I think it's just about getting the lads together again, getting some sessions under our belt and getting that real good feel factor about the place. We've had it in Portugal and we've brought it to Middlesbrough now.
And I think that feel-good factor is very obvious, and it's something that it seems like Steve Clarke has worked hard on with all of you, because of Scotland's track record of not qualifying for so many years, there's always been like a degree of negativity, but that just seems to have been dispelled now. Yeah,
it's as if it's been completely wiped since the gaffer's come in. He's done a great job. He's got us playing some good football, and I think you've seen that against the Dutch, then against Luxembourg as well, and I think we're unbeaten a good few games now, so I think we've got to the tournament in very high spirits and looking to progress.
Just finally from me, I'm sure you saw and heard the boos before the England warm-up matches. What were your thoughts on that, and also are the Scotland squad planning to take a knee?
I think the captain came out today and said we're going to take the stand. I do it at club level at Hibs, and I think it's just about everyone coming together in the football community and stamping out racism.
Kevin, what has the goal for you done for you in terms of your confidence and your belief in terms of trying to force your way into this team?
Yeah, of course it's done the world of good, to be fair. I think as a striker you come into a set-up and you need to score as quick as possible to get noticed, and thankfully I did that. I think it was my second appearance as well for my country, so I'm glad to get off the mark very quick. But yeah, it's great for my confidence, and it puts my thoughts in the gaffer's head.
What are your expectations for what lies ahead in the next couple of weeks?
I think for us as a squad, we're looking to get out the group stage. I think we've got a great team. We've got some top players that play at the highest level, so I think get out the group stage and we'll just see what happens from there.
From you personally, the fact that you found the net in the last week, do you feel that you can crack the starting lineup? Do you feel that you can challenge Lyndon and Che for a place in the starting lineup?
I think that's just completely down to me now. I've got a good few sessions before the first game, and every minute I'm on the pitch I'm representing my country, so I need to do well and catch a manager's eye and hopefully chip in a few goals.
We saw John Flett back with the squad today.
Yeah.
How good was it to have him back on the pitch, and what's he had to deal with in the last week or so?
Yeah, it's great. I feel like he's back. He's obviously had a tough time over in Portugal, testing positive, so he's just been in his room ever since, and so we got a wee round of applause this morning when he came in for the boys, so yeah, it's great to have him back.
That was what the round of applause was, because we obviously saw you all gathering, and it must have been quite hard for him and for you being separated over there.
Yeah, definitely. I think obviously it's tough. He wants to come in and start well and go for a contention place, and to get COVID in the first few days it's obviously tough for him, but he's a strong character, so he'll definitely bounce back, and he was good today in training, so it's good to have him back.
Just to be in this environment, this camp, which could last for some weeks depending on how you get on, how are you all going to switch off? What are the things that you can do behind the scenes to kind of just get a bit of downtime in this camp?
Well, it's hard because obviously there's COVID rules, so you obviously still need to sit 2 metres away from each other and that, but I just think it's just, apart from training, you need to go and you just need to relax really. We've got a tough few weeks coming up. There's going to be a lot of intense games and a lot of intense training sessions, so every opportunity you get, you need to rest and relax and recover for the next day.
Is this an experience like nothing you've ever had at all? And in some respects, is that a bit of an adventure?
Yeah, definitely, it's great, especially we came here yesterday and Robbo the skipper bought us all like gifts and that as well. So we all got like a box and there was a lot of stuff in it, so I think it kind of made you realise that you are here, you are the Euros, and it has started now.
Can I ask what was in the box?
There's Apple Watches, earphones, there's a lot of stuff, and I think that's just credit to Robbo. He done off his own back, so I think he's a guy who's a great captain, a great leader, and I think he's the best person to take us forward.
Kevin, does this feel real now that you're here in the final camp?
Yeah, it does. I think even coming here to facilities like this, and obviously the skipper giving us gifts and that, I think it just makes you realise that you are here we're in a major tournament, and we're all really excited for it.
Have you had time to pause for reflection on where you were a year ago and where you were 2 years ago and all that's happened since then?
Not really. I think me as a person, I just take stuff day by day and take stuff in my stride, and it's been a long, tough season. I've not had really many breaks during the season. I've just been on the go all the time, and I don't really mind that. So yeah, I think for us it's just about starting the tournament well, and it starts now.
Was there ever a time when you arrived in here and you didn't maybe feel as though you belonged with all of these big stars in the Premier League, and what did scoring a minute into your second cap do for giving you a feeling of belonging?
Not at all. I think this is a great group here. They accepted me in right away, my last camp in March, and I'm impressed there as well. So, but obviously a goal helps. Helps your confidence, it helps you with the lads and that, but the lads have been brilliant to me since I've come in. They've accepted me right in the group.
In qualification terms, how important is this first game?
Yeah, of course it's important. You want to get off to a good start in any tournament and any match you play in, so it'll be full focus in the Czech game and how we're going to try and beat them.
Do you feel as though Scotland can win at Wembley?
Of course, I think you need to go into every game. I think you can win, but first and foremost, the Czech games comes first, so we just need to concentrate on that.
David? We'll take some questions from Zoom now. Gabriel?
Hi Kevin, you're just talking about focusing on the Czech game first. Is that what everyone's focus is on, the manager's focus? And what have you been doing about it? Did you watch their game the other night as a group?
We've not really done anything like analysis and that towards it. It's because we get in late last night, so I think we'll do a bit tonight and a bit over the next couple of days and just kind of see how they play and how we want to play against them.
Just going back to where you stay in Rockcliffe, obviously we've only been there for a day or so now, but can you tell us about the facilities? What can you do? You know, is there a golf course? Can you go swimming at all? Is it a case of wall charts and sticker books in your own room instead?
Well, the place is massive, so you can go like walks and that as well, and there's the facilities and the training pitch is great. We've got the spa to use, and there is a golf course here, but I'm not too very good, if I'm honest. So I'll try, but so the facilities are top drawer, and I think it's a great place for us to come and start a camp.
Do you know who's the golf champion at the squad so far?
I think Robbo fancies so, Greg as well. But there is a few decent players. John McGinn's decent as well, so we've got a few good golfers, so I just need to try and tag along with him.
Thanks, Kevin.
Andrew McLean?
Hey Kevin, after your goal, the manager was saying in the post-match press conference, he was sort of joking, saying, just as well you'd scored because you'd backed yourself in the press to score if you got the chance. Is that a big part of your development and how far you've come, is the fact that you've got that confidence in your own ability, you back yourself, and whatever level you're sort of thrust into, that you feel you can just get goals at?
Yeah, definitely. I think even when I signed my Hibs at the very start, my first interview I said I was going to come and score goals, and I did. And I think as a player you need to back yourself, you need to be confident in that you will go in the park and you will score. So yeah, I'll always back myself to score goals wherever I play.
Do you think there's maybe not enough of that in football, of people just coming out publicly and backing themselves? Some people are maybe a bit tentative to say what they think they're capable of, whereas you're more than happy to say, look, this is what I'm here to do and I think I can do it.
Yeah, definitely. I back myself 100%, and it obviously helps that I have kind of followed up with what I've said about the game the other night. But yeah, as a player, you need to be confident, and you need to go with that mindset that you're going to go on and you are going to score goals.
Gavin?
I suppose that dream of, I was just going to say, I suppose that dream of being able to represent Scotland and score at a major tournament, I'm sure is something that you'll have had throughout your life. Is that something that you're quite excited at the prospect now that you're only a few days away of potentially achieving it? Yeah, definitely, but first and foremost I think the results are the most important thing for the team. We've got a good squad, and we need to go out there, and whoever's on the pitch, if I got on for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, I need to go on and make an impact and help the team.
We'll go to Gavin now. If we could just do one question and then one follow-up question from each person so that we can get a few more folk in, please.
Hi, Kevin. Just on that subject of kind of backing yourself, I know the last few seasons you've given yourself targets to help. Is that something you've done for this tournament as well?
Not really. I don't really give my targets away that early, if I'm honest. I'll probably wait until I've scored a few before I say, if I'm honest. But nah, it's just for me, it's just about impressing training and try to go on the pitch first and foremost, then hopefully follow up by goals.
And just going back to what you were saying, getting John Fleck back and getting tested last night as well, and everything comes back through negative. Was that a big relief? Was there concern among the players after John tested positive that it might spread, and it must have been a bit of a something, a bit of a worry throughout the squad? Yeah,
of course. I think with the magnitude of the tournament as well coming up, everyone wants to be negative and not have that holding them back. So yeah, delighted everybody's negative, and now we've really started to go and put a marker down the tournament.
Roddy?
You've got 18 goals for your club. That makes you the top club scorer in this squad. Does it give you a bit of swagger, because the fans like a Scotland striker to have a wee bit of swagger? Do you think you have that?
Yeah, I think
without
so.
Boasting.
Yeah, without being probably tailing towards the arrogant side, I think I've got a bit of confidence about me. I back myself, and I know that if I get a chance, then I will put it away.
What has Steve Clarke done for you when you've been under his management?
He's been great. He's always talked to me in the training pitch. He's always given me pointers, and he's obviously got a lot of experience in the game. So I've listened, and I've learned a lot since coming here, especially playing with people who are playing at a lot better level as well. You need to kind of get to that level, and I think I have. I have stepped up very well. So yeah, the gaffer's been great, and Reedy as well. He's been great with me as well. So yeah, it's been really good.
James?
Hi Kevin, you've touched on it already, but I suppose when the draw was made, all eyes immediately went to that Wembley fixture. But given obviously that's the second game in the group, how important is it, how important is this game on Monday? Because that really sets the tone for the tournament, doesn't it, and your campaign?
Yeah, definitely. I think all concentration is on the Czech game. It's a massive game for us, and if we can go and get a result there, then it stands in good stead for the rest of the group games. So yeah, 100% focus on the Czech game.
And just looking at another one of the home nations who had to wait a number of years before playing in the Euros, Wales back in 2016. They obviously enjoyed fantastic runs to the semi-finals. I wonder if there's kind of room to take inspiration from that run for Scotland. Yeah,
definitely. I think anything can happen in the Euros. I think Greece won it one year as well, and no one expected them to win it. So yeah, just first and foremost for us is just to get out the group, then we'll regroup and we'll take it from there.
And finally, Craig.
Hi Kevin, can I just ask, other than the Apple Watch and the headphones, what else was in the box from Andy?
There was a shot, there was like shortbread, there was like iron brew. It was just kind of a lot of stuff to do with Scotland. So I think it's a great touch from him. I think it just kind of brings the squad together even closer, and yeah, he's a great guy. He's a great captain, and he's the one to take us forward.
Was the Apple Watch a hint towards timekeeping, do you think?
I'm not too sure.
And what just time for me? What did the lads say to him? Was there a lot of thanks last night, or have you minded them up about it, or what did you guys say to Andy?
No, everyone was very appreciative about it. He's obviously went out his own way to do that, and I think we've got a skipper that does that, then you'll 100% be back now.